Sometimes it seems like a fine line between what is a loli character and just a cute moe character. Sometimes they are both, but that would depend on your literal definition of a loli. Lolicon is Japanese media focusing on the attraction to young or pubescent girls. The term lolicon is part of the phrase lolicon complex. It describes the attraction wherein childlike characters are often depicted in an erotic, cute manner. Outside Japan, lolicon is in less common usage and usually refers to the genre. The term is referred to Vladimir Nabokov's book Lolita, in which a middle-aged man becomes obsessed with a 12-year-old. It was the first use in Japan in 1970s and quickly became used to describe erotic doujin, amateur comics, portrayals of young girls. The term Lolita complex was first used in the early 70s with the translation of Russell Trainer's The Lolita Complex, and may have entered Japanese nomenclature at that time. Shinji Iwata used the word in his Stumbling Upon a Cabbage Field, an Alice in Wonderland manga parody in 1974. The lolicon manga genre began in the 1980s with Hideo Zuma's works such as The Machine Which Came from the Sea in 1979. Zuma's works became popular among schoolboy readers because most of the erotic manga up until then had featured mature women only. It is also thought that one of the reasons lolicon manga is popular with some fans is because the characters portrayed are younger, slightly softer, and rarely possessing an in-your-face aggressive feminism, which is often found in female characters in American comics. Anime and manga, not Joujin, where law is very loose or non-existent, and the internet, Rule 34, have been treading a fine line on the sexualization of minors. But the majority of anime put out now has to deal with females under the age of 18, or perceived to be under that age. A high percentage of all anime deal with them from the grade school, middle school, and high school ages. Because of that, the term loli is thrown around loosely. There have been a few shows in the last few seasons, 2018-2019, that have had actual perceived lolicon characters. Examples like Uzumaid and Watatan. There are some categories of lolis. A legal loli. They are lolis that are 18 but look like lolis or are short as lolis are. True lolis. They look like lolis and are under the legal age of 18. And next there's subjective lolis. They're lolis that people can't decide on and at the same time fall within the same range as a loli. So moe loli characters, or you better watch over your shoulder when you look at them, loli, have been around almost since the beginning of the modern anime era. You can't swing a stick at most any anime now without touching a loli, but please don't touch the lolis.